The success of superhero films has had a significant impact on the Hollywood film industry. They have become some of the highest grossing films in recent years and have generated billions of dollars in revenue. As a result, many studios have shifted their focus towards producing more of these types of movies, resulting in a plethora of superhero films being released every year. Some argue that this has resulted in a lack of diversity in the types of films that are being produced and that it has led to the decline of other genres. However, there are others who argue that the popularity of the superhero films has helped expand the audience for movies in general and has led to an overall increase in revenue for the film industry. It's also important to notice that the opinions about this topic can be very divided, and some people might enjoy the genre while others don't. Recently, Kevin Feige was asked about the superhero film fatigue, and he had this to say. There's 80 years of the most interesting, emotional, groundbreaking stories that have been told in the Marvel Comics, and it's our great privilege to be able to take what we have and adapt them. You see, the future of superhero film is uncertain, but the genre has demonstrated a high level of popularity and success in recent years, indicating that it is likely to continue to be a major player in the film industry. Many studios have invested heavily in superhero franchises and have planned a number of films for release in the coming years. This is indicating that there will be a steady flow of superhero films for audiences to enjoy. However, it is worth noting that the popularity of superhero films can change over time and that there is always the possibility that audiences may eventually tire of the genre. Additionally, the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has affected the film industry, and it is uncertain how it will impact the future of superhero movies. And it's also important to notice that the industry is constantly evolving and changing, and new trends or genres may emerge that could shift the focus away from superhero films in the future. For me, I kind of have to agree that superhero films have diminished in quality over the last few years. Whether it's because of COVID-19 and everything that came about from the pandemic, forcing studios to push dates back or rush to meet deadlines and not putting out the best product that they could, it's either fatigue or the quality. Personally, I do think it's quality. I do. I think the quality of the films have dropped so much over the last few years that the enjoyment is wearing off from those films. On top of that, they're not really pushing the bar. They're not doing anything new or different or interesting. And that's an issue. To stay relevant, you have to continue adapting and pushing and doing something different. And that is one thing that, at least from Marvel's side, they have yet to do. When you take a look at other companies, take a look what Amazon is doing with The Boys. While it is a totally different type of take on superheroes, you can totally see that they have taken the idea of the genre and flipped it on its head. Take a look at DC, they are kind of lost and floundering, and hopefully that all gets rectified now that they have a studio dedicated to that brand and IP. But there's no denying that over the last few years, the enjoyment, the excitement around these movies has dropped. So let me ask you, do you think it's superhero fatigue? Or do you think it's because of the lack of quality and lack of advancement? Let us know in the comments what you think. With all that, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll talk to all of you later.